let's see, maybe if I move this over here, or maybe if I move it back some. I wonder, peace to the television audience. I'm standing here in the lobby of our church office, and I was just trying to figure out where could I put this plant to improve the way our lobby looks. You know what? The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. And I don't want you to touch that remote control today, because I want to share with you an area of life we all desire to see improvement, and it's in our personal finances. Today, I want to preach about how a relationship with Christ can improve your personal finances. And thanks for tuning into A Word for the Times.
A word for the times, a word for the times with Kerwin. A word for the times, a word for the times with Kerwin. A word for the times, a word for the times with Kerwin. A word for the times.
And for a little while today, I want to talk about how to have a net-breaking, ship-sinking experience. No, that's not. Tell somebody, that sounds good to me, though. It sounds good to me, though. I want to talk about how a relationship with Christ can improve your financial situation. How a relationship with Christ can improve your financial situation. Most of us in here, if not all of us, are deeply concerned about our financial situation. Tell somebody on your row, I know I am, I know I am, I know I am, I know I am, I know I am. Most of us are deeply concerned about our financial situation. And I want you to know today that you're not the only one that's concerned about seeing an upgrade with your money. God is also concerned about bettering your financial status. And we know that because the Bible has more to say about money than it does about a lot of other subjects, such as love, faith, hope, and compassion. Excuse me. Go around the other way. You don't cut across the man of God when he's up. Just go around. Tell somebody we're getting our act together this year. We're getting our act together. We're getting our act together. The Bible has more to say about money than it does about love, faith, compassion, grace, and a lot of other different subjects. And today I wanted to look at Luke chapter 5, verses 3 through 7. That's what was read in your hearing. However, in order to get the full context of the text, you really need to start your reading, Wayne, at verse 1 and then conclude, Brother Perry, at the end of verse 11. Luke 5, verses 1 through 11. That's the full context of the text. And when you read it, Horace, you will discover an encounter that took place between Jesus and Peter. I want to pick up at verse 4. That's where I want to pick up, Brother Orange. I want to pick up at verse 4, and I want to walk you through Luke chapter 5, verses 4 through 11. And I want to share with you today how a relationship with Christ can improve your financial situation. Grab your outline. Let me get answers. How a relationship with Christ can improve your financial situation. Number one, a person's financial situation can be improved by their acceptance of Christ. Their acceptance of Christ. If your financial situation is going to improve, first and foremost, there has to be acceptance of Christ. Acceptance of Christ. Let's do two. You didn't like one? Let's do two. Number one, a person's financial situation can be improved by their what? Acceptance of Christ. Number two, a person's financial situation can be improved by their attitude towards Christ. Attitude towards Christ. Attitude. It's not just acceptance of Christ. What's your attitude towards Christ? And if you remember nothing else I say today, please catch this. Attitude determines altitude and latitude. Did you catch that? Tell somebody what I just said. Attitude determines altitude. Now show them with your hands. What's altitude? What's altitude? How high you go. What's latitude? What's latitude? How wide you go. And there's some people you can't flow to the right or to the left, or you can't soar higher. Check everybody's attitude on your roll right now. Say attitude check, attitude check, attitude, 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 attitude. How can pastor be preaching this good message and you sleep? Check your attitude. All right, here the last one, Darius. Here the last one. 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 Number one, a person's financial situation can improve by their acceptance of Christ. Number two, a person's financial situation can be improved by their attitude towards Christ. Here's number three. A person's financial situation can be improved by their allies with Christ. Allies. You got to get this one, Dr. Joyce. Allies. Allies. Allies is another word for supporters. Allies is another word for advocates. If we keep spelling and add additional letters and take off some letters, we come up with our word alliance. Alliance. Here's what I'm sagaciously suggesting on number three. Don't y'all play with me today. I got 3-syllable words. What I'm suggesting under number three is sometimes your financial situation doesn't improve because you're running with the wrong folks. You got the wrong people in your corner, the wrong people on your side. And instead of people helping you, they hurting you. Do you know in boxing? Do you know in boxing, Lorraine, in boxing, every boxer boxes 3 minutes each round. 3 minutes. After you box for 3 minutes, after you fight for 3 minutes, you go to your corner. And in your corner, you have what they call a corner man. And for 1 minute, your corner man encourages you. You fight for 3 minutes, you get a break for 1 minute. Just like life. You fight for 5 days. Look at somebody and say Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. 3 to 11, come on, 4 to 12, give them your shift. And you get a break for 2 days. Some of you don't even get 2 days. But in boxing, you go to your corner. Now, what would it look like? Ada, what would it look like if you're fighting for 3 minutes and then you go to your corner and your corner man hits you? Come on, help me, Martin. You've been dodging blows. And then when you sit down in your corner, he hits you. That sounds funny. But many of us live in homes just like that. You've been fighting all week long in corporate America. You've been fighting all week long in traffic. You've been fighting all week long dealing with racism and classism and different other kind of isms. And then when you get home, somebody that was supposed to support you hits you. Somebody that was supposed to encourage you hits you. Somebody meets you at the door with criticism, with discouragement. I read of a boxer who was fighting for 3 minutes. And when he came back from round one, his corner man said, "You got this thing. You got this thing. Keep at it. Keep at it." He went back out there and he was getting beat up. But every time he came to his corner man said, "You got this thing." He ain't even hitting you. He ain't even touching you. That ain't real blood coming from you. Just go back out there. Keep your left hand up. Lead with your right hand. You got this thing. And he kept going out there. And every time he came back, getting beat down, his corner man said, you got it, you got it. He not even hitting you. And when it came down to round 10, the fighter got ready to go back out. And he turned to his corner man and he said, keep your eye on the referee. And his corner man said, keep my eye on the referee. Why? He said, because somebody in that ring hitting me. Look at somebody on your row, say, somebody hitting me. Deacon Tommy, you got to have the right allies. And I want to show you. I want to show you, Brian. I want to show you with the remaining minutes that I have left. Because Luke chapter 5 is literally one of the most exciting reads in all the Bible. I want to show it. All right, here we go, Chris. Start me with verse 3. Let me show you acceptance of Christ. Stepped into one of them. And the one he stepped into, it happened to belong to who? Simon Peter, you got it. And Jesus said, let me borrow your boat. Let me borrow your boat. Watch this. And look what the text says. So Jesus sat in the boat and taught. Now, if Jesus sat in the boat and taught, that means Peter said, it's okay for you to borrow my boat. He accepted the Lord's proposal. Somebody here today, you are missing financial increase because you won't give God what he originally gave to you. You know what he said to Peter? Can I borrow your boat? Can I borrow your boat? You know what he's saying to you? Can I borrow your skill set? Can I borrow your ability to direct choirs? Can I borrow your ability to teach the Bible? Can I borrow your ability to work with children? Can I borrow your ability to have patience with seniors? Can I borrow your skill? Can I borrow your gift? Can I borrow your talent? Can I borrow your money? Can I borrow your house? Can I borrow your mind? And Peter allowed him. What is it that you have that God can't touch, even though he gave it to you? Watch this. Put up 3 again. I got to show you this. You got to get this. And when Jesus got it, what did he do? He sat down and taught the people. So watch this. He wants to use the boat as a pulpit. Because according to verse 2, verse 1, he is at the shore of the water, and everybody's pressed on him. And with everybody pressed on him, Stanley, everybody can't see him. So what he wants to do is get a boat because everybody's up on him like this. But if he gets the boat and he presses out and pushes out into the water, everybody can see him. And John said, if I be lifted up. So he wants to use it for the kingdom. He wants to use you for the kingdom. He wants to use your money for the kingdom. He wants to use your gift, your talent, your anointing, whatever it is you do well. He wants to use it for the kingdom. Peter gave it to him. Peter gave him the boat. I wish I had time to talk about it. Be careful who you give your boat to. Everybody can't handle your boat. All right, put up 4 now. Put up 4. So we see acceptance. He allowed him to have the boat. Watch this. And when Jesus had finished teaching, I love this. You got to get this, Jacoby. When Jesus had finished preaching, he said to Simon, now go out deeper and let your nets down for some fish. Boy, leave that there for a minute. Look at what Jesus says. You help me. Now let me help you. You gave me something I didn't have. So let me give you something you don't have. You help me with something spiritual. So let me help you with something financial. Come on, what was the financial? The fish. The fish. Come on, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Come on, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. He says, so drop down, drop it down. And watch his attitude. Master, we done worked all night long and didn't catch nothing. Watch his attitude. But if you say let it down, if you say let it down, the Living Bible says, I'll try it again. I'll try it again. I put it on your outline. Simon replied, we worked hard last night and didn't catch a thing, but if you say so, I'll try it again. And God brought somebody here to say, change your attitude. Try it again. The last relationship didn't work, try it again. The last marriage didn't work, try it again. The last job didn't work, try it again. The last church you went to didn't work, try it again. Quit thinking you are a failure because you didn't do what you wanted to do. Try it again. Everything doesn't happen right away. Everything don't happen when you want it to happen. But you got to try it again. Quit going home saying, I ain't going back to church. I ain't serving in ministry. I bet I won't give them another dime. Try it. I promise you God is speaking to somebody right now. Try it again. Try to start a business again. Try to be compassionate again. Try to forgive again. Try to go the extra mile again. Try to put your all into it again. Tell everybody around you, try it again, try it again, try. Watch this. This wasn't the first time Peter met Jesus. This wasn't the first time Peter met Jesus. Back in Matthew chapter 4, Jesus had called Peter and said, follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. He had told him that, follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. Follow me here. And Peter started following and stopped. For whatever reason, he stopped and he went back to fishing. Be careful of going back what you used to do before God delivered you. Be careful of going back to him. Be careful of going back to her. Be careful of going back to that. So he left Jesus. And now he's out here fishing and don't catch nothing. I wish I had time to talk about Jesus couldn't let him succeed. Because if Peter would have succeeded after leaving Jesus, his mentality would have been, I don't need Jesus. Will you preach in this place, Dr. Kerwin Broussard Lee Sr.? He couldn't let him succeed. And some of your plans are not working because God is not at the forefront of it. And God don't want you to think that you can make it without him. So he won't let it succeed so that you can see, I can't do this thing on my own. I can't raise these kids on my own. I can't pay these bills on my own. I can't get ahead on my own. I'm bringing my butt back to church. Jesus said, try it again. Try it again. Watch this, watch this. Where did Jesus tell him to go? Deep water. And what did Peter say? We fished all night. Back then, fishers would fish at night and in the shallow water. Because that's when fish would bite. They would bite at night in the shallow water because they didn't think people would be out at the water that late. So Peter says it's the right time and we at the right place, but we still ain't got nothing. Because the Lord is saying, you may think it's the right time and the right place, but if you're trying to do it without me, it won't work. So he tells him to do something that goes against the norm. It's daytime and go out in the deep. Go out where they can see you and you can see them, and I will make the difference. Anybody know that the Lord makes the difference? He makes the difference. What's going to be your attitude? He said, I'm going to try it again. And he tried it again. And fish came from everywhere. Fish came from everywhere. God said I'm the head and not the tail. That settles it. God said I'm blessed in the city. And God said he may not come when you want him. Look at somebody and say, but if you wait on him, he'll be on time. Shake somebody's hand and say, get ready for your blessing. Get ready for your miracle. Get ready for what God's gonna do. Is anybody ready for it? We'll start clapping your hands and praise him in advance. Is anybody ready for what God's gonna do? There's a fish out there with your name on it. There's a job out there with your name on it. There's a man out there with your name on it. Tell somebody, try it again. Launch out in the deep and try it again. I know it didn't work last year, but try it again. I know somebody else let you down, but try it again. I want you to get your rod, and I want you to get your reel. And when I count to 3, we're going to launch out into the deep. Is anybody ready? Tell your rope, get your rod, and get your reel. And when Pastor counts to 3, launch out into the deep. Are you ready over here? Are you ready over there? Are you ready up here? Launch out into the deep. 1, 2, 3, launch. Now you got it out there. Now tell somebody, I feel something biting. I feel something biting. But you got to stick with it, and you got to reel it in. Anybody got a bite? Anybody feel a blessing? Anybody feel a miracle? Well, reel it in. It's trying to get away, but reel it in. Don't let your miracle go somewhere else. I said reel it in. It's pulling you, but you got to pull back. It's tugging you, but you got to tug back. And it's so big that you can't reel it in all by yourself. So grab you an ally, grab you a partner, and say, help me reel it in. I'll reel, and you hold, and then you reel, and I hold. Oh, some of y'all ain't got a partner. I said, get with somebody and say, help me reel it in. Your child's on drugs, reel it in. Your daughter's in prostitution, reel it in. Your money's getting away from you, reel it in. Well, get with 3 people and say it's too big for 2 of us. Now let's all reel it in. I say get with 3 people and say let's reel it in. Now reel it. Now reel it. Now rock with it. Now reel it. Don't let it get away. Don't let it get too much. Don't let it get out. Now reel it in. Touch your rope. Say, here come, here come. Here come, here come. Here come, here come. Here come, here come. Anybody feel it coming? Anybody see it coming? Look at somebody say, I see it. God's bless you. I see it. God's made a way for you. And because he's blessed me, I want to bless you. Here's something for you. And here's something for you. And here's something for you. Anybody know it's on the way? Say yeah. Say yeah. Look at somebody say, I see what he's done for me. He picked you up, turn you around, place your feet on solid ground. Five people say, really there, really there, really there, really there. When you speak blessings over everybody around you, tell them your health, your wealth, your mind. Your health, your wealth, and your mind. Your health, your wealth, and your health, wealth. Your health. See, the truth of the matter is, you ought to want everybody close to you blessed. This ain't the season for jealousy. This ain't the season for envy. Because when God is blessing your neighbor, he's in the neighbor. Speak blessings over all your neighbors. Say, you're blessed and highly favored. You're blessed, highly favored. All right, here's what I want you to do. If you're here today, and you need to accept Christ. Everybody that can stand, please stand. If you're here today and you need to accept Christ, acceptance of Christ, what does he want you to do? What would happen if Peter would have never gave him the boat? Nothing would have happened for him. Nothing would have never happened. He gave him the boat. He gave him the boat. Be careful who you give your boat to. You give your boat to some people and they change the color of the boat. Change the vehicle identification number on the boat. And then put the boat on eBay. It was your boat. Christ. Then some of you just need a church. Try it again. Try it again. I know you got some church hurt. And the truth of the matter is, the church didn't hurt you. Somebody in the church hurt you. And you blaming it on the church. You was dating somebody and you didn't know they was dating another alto. Now you talking about Berean ain't right. No, wasn't the church. Try it again. Then some of you need to make some changes. Repeat after me. Lord, I pray for my whole row. Whoever needs to try it again. Christ Church of Change. Release them to walk up front. In Jesus' name, amen. Turn and ask them, can I go with you?
Thank you for watching A Word for the Times. Berean Christian Church is one church in 3 counties. In Dekalb County, we're located at 2201 Young Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. In Gwinnett County, we're located at 1465 High Point Road, Snellville, Georgia. In Henry County, we're located at 171 Collier Road, Stockbridge, Georgia. To receive this message in its entirety or other dynamic messages by Dr. Kerwin B. Lee, please call 770-593-4421 or toll free 877-7-ACTS-17. That's 877-722-8717. Or visit us on the World Wide Web at BereanChristianChurch.org.